Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 336. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another outstanding and informative show in store for you. Today's show topic is the secret to entrepreneurial success in 2021. The exponential power of alignment. The secret to entrepreneurial success in 2021, the exponential power of alignment. As we know, we only have a few weeks left in 2020, and if you don't plan, you're not going to have a successful 2021. So I say this to you guys all the time. Take time out every morning if you can, just to sit back and think. Because entrepreneurs do three things, guys. They think, create, and they execute. And the creation and the execution doesn't happen if you don't do the thinking. So a lot of times we get so busy doing busy work and completing tasks and things that we need to do to move our business along that we sometimes forget that we have to think first. And not just think, but think strategically and start planning. So one of the things that I always do every morning is I usually take about anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, and I just sit and think. And a lot of times that's where some of my best ideas come from. Matter of fact, the topic of this show actually came from that quiet time. The secret of entrepreneurial success in 2021, the exponential power of alignment. Now, before we get to today's show, I just want to share a little information with the BEB family. First and foremost, I want to welcome all first-time listeners to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, the podcast. Welcome to the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's show, and I'm going to share all my social media contact information and my resource links, such as the link to my new book, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. Also, 2 platforms I've created to help circulate dollars in the worldwide Black economy. BeSmartByBlack.com and HireBlackFreelancers.com, and also the new rebranded, rebooted BEB Academy that has all my online courses, tutorials, and training. So let's get into today's show, the secret to entrepreneurial success in 2021, the exponential power of alignment. Let's start off with the definition of alignment. Alignment is defined as arrangement in a straight line or in correct or appropriate relative positions. Arrangement in a straight line or in correct or appropriate relative positions. Another definition is correct position in relation to something else. Correct position in relation to something else. So when we talk about alignment on today's show, I want you to think about your cars. Have you ever driven your car too long and the car gets out of alignment? So when you're driving down the highway and you let the steering wheel go, you start to veer to the right or to the left. There's nothing really wrong with the car, but the car needs to be aligned and it starts to run off track. It's running sideways. So you can't move at maximum efficiency if you're not aligned, if you're running sideways. And right now, guys, some of us are out of alignment and it can happen very subtly. And so it's almost like if you shoot a gun. So if you're off a fraction of an inch and you're shooting a target 100 yards away, and if you're off a millimeter, by the time that bullet hits that target, it could be off 1 or 2 inches. So that's what alignment is. And we need to make sure that we're cognizant of being aligned with what we're trying to accomplish. And today we're going to talk about 6 different types of alignment that we need to be cognizant of so we stay on track and don't start to veer off the right or the left. Okay, so when you're not aligned, it's almost like the natural flow of things aren't happening for you. So for example, floating downstream is natural and it's easy, right? But try to paddle upstream. Okay, it's a chore. It's a task. So when you're aligned, it's like you're floating downstream. Yes, there's some effort exerted, but you're doing what's natural because you're naturally aligned. Okay, now it's also like running against the wind. So any of you joggers out there, you know, on a windy day, it's funny, I'm at the track the other day and it was windy as crazy. And I'm telling you, as I go around, I'm like, man, I can't wait till this wind hits my back. Because when the wind is blowing at you in your face, it's hard to actually move and get good times in. So once again, being aligned is like floating down a river downstream versus paddling upstream. So where's that line that you're supposed to travel? Okay, so in order to travel to that line, you have to have a start and a finish destination. So an alignment and a line, right? So for example, you're starting off at point A, you want to get to point B. In order to get to from point A to point B, the shortest distance between 2 points is what? A straight line, meaning you need to be aligned to get there efficiently and quickly. So we're going to talk about being aligned in business. Now, you need to be aligned in your health and also your personal goals and aspirations. But today we're going to just stick to being aligned in business. And we're going to give you 6 different things that you need to be focused on when you become aligned. Also, guys, I'm going to let you know this is going to be a short show. This is coming out the week of Christmas. So if you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate, if you don't celebrate anything, before I forget, I want to wish you guys a happy and safe and healthy holiday season. So we're talking about the secret to entrepreneurial success in 2021, the exponential power of alignment. So the first thing that I want to talk about, guys, in terms of being aligned is something that I speak about all the time. It's about living or flowing and working in your genius. So I always talk about do something that you love, do something that you're good at, and do something people will pay you for. Do something that you love, do something that you're good at, and do something people will pay you for. So if you can combine or merge those 3 things, you'll be living in your genius. And your genius is the intersection of your passion and your talents. The problem is most people don't know how to monetize that. And so being aligned is going to help you move forward to that place at a better pace. Okay, less friction. Once again, floating downstream as opposed to paddling upstream. So number 1, are your goals aligned with your actions? Are your goals aligned with your actions? So what are the right goals for your business? Or do you have realistic or unrealistic goals because you're not taking the correct action? So number 1, are your goals aligned with your actions? So a lot of times, I want to build a multi-million-dollar business. All right, that's a dream. You need to plan and map that out. I want to build a series of repair shops. I want to have 10 repair shops over the next 15 years or whatever your goal is. Okay. Now, are your goals aligned with your actions? So if you're not working toward those goals, that means you're out of alignment. So for example, if you're trying to build these 10 different locations over the next 15 years and you're waking up at 12 o'clock every day, not doing anything and not taking it serious, then your goals are not aligned with your actions. Okay. Your goals are not aligned with your actions. In order to reach your goals, your actions have to be aligned. Okay. So start thinking about what your goals are and then really have some introspective time and look at yourself in the mirror. Are my actions conducive for me to reach these goals? Are they aligned? Am I coming home every day playing PlayStation for 3 hours as opposed to working on my business? Am I watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta or whatever for 2 hours when I should be working on my business? So are your goals aligned with your actions? And the only way that you're going to have that alignment is to be serious and have specific goals and have actions attached to those goals. Okay. Number 2, Are you aligned with the right people? I can't say and stress this anymore, family. Are you aligned with the right people? I know you can't pick your family members, right? But you can pick your friends and you can pick your business associates. So, for example, align yourself with the right people. Now, there's only 3 things that can happen when you have a relationship with a person. And I'm just talking about a business relationship. And it's even personal too. They can bring you up, they can bring you down, or you can challenge each other to be better. Iron sharpens iron. So if you're in a relationship, a business alignment, right? And you're trying to align yourself with the right people, you don't want to be the smartest person in the room all the time. All right. It's nice to be smart, but if you're the smartest person in the room, that means nobody is helping you to sharpen your iron. Okay. Are you aligned with the right people? Now, sometimes you see it in sports all the time. You know, somebody makes it big out of the neighborhood and all of the friends that they grew up with come along for the ride. And that's cool because you definitely never want to forget who rode with you. But you got to understand, as you continue to try to level up, are you aligned with the right people? Not that you have to kick people out, but you need people that are going to level you up. All right. Stop having that, successful remorse. You came out of the hood. You're doing well. You got family members and friends that aren't doing well, and they looking to you basically to live off of you. And I get it. You definitely want to help people and reach back, but you don't want to feed people all the time. You want to teach them how to fish. What is this? What's the saying in the Bible? Don't give a man a fish, teach him how to fish. So are you aligned with the right people? Okay. Number 3, are you aligning yourself with the right content and information? I always say this, even my kids were little: garbage in, garbage out. If all you put in your head is garbage, then all that's going to come out is garbage. So are you aligning yourself with the right content and information? Once again, I talked about this last week. What type of content are you taking in to help you level up your business? And there's tons of content out there, but sometimes we have to sift through the content and remember the source. That's what my mom always used to tell me. Hey, remember the source. When somebody says something to you, remember the source. Remember who they are and why they're saying it to you. And sometimes they're saying it to you for constructive reasons, and other times they're saying stuff to you because they're hating on you. Once again, are you aligning yourself with the right content and information? I had a conversation with my wife, and I've told this on the air before. When we first got married, it was tough for her to understand my mindset as an entrepreneur. And so what was going on? I'm over here. I quit a good job, started my own business. And as you guys know, it's not, from 0 to 100. The money was light. I'm trying to build up. And she starts listening to people in her head. And I said, look, those people may mean you good. I said, but they're hurting you. You think they're helping you, but they're really hurting you. So you never take consult from a fool, not somebody that's stupid, but somebody that just doesn't understand. So are you aligning yourself with the right content and information? And that content and information could be coming from people such as family members, friends, or whatever, associates. Also, what type of content are you putting in to level up your business? I always use the example of the PlayStation because I got a family member that literally, a grown-ass man, would spend 5 to 6 hours a night after he got home. I'm not going to call who he is. We got the holidays coming up. Would spend literally 5 or 6 hours a day after he got home playing PlayStation, not with his kids. I get it. If you playing, Madden or whatever with your kids, that's cool. But his kids were grown. He was up there playing 5 or 6 hours of freaking Madden a night. And that time that he spent wasting it on Madden, he could have had 2 PhD degrees. He could have been starting a business, leveling up a business. So once again, align yourself with the right content. Garbage in means garbage out. And once again, it all depends on what you want out of your life. If you're happy with where you are and you good, then go ahead and do what you continue to do. If you want to make change, then obviously you have to change your habits and your actions. So today we're talking about the secret to entrepreneurial success in 2021, the exponential power of alignment. Once again, number one, are your goals aligned with your actions? Number two, are you aligned with the right people? Number three, are you aligning yourself with the right content and information that you're receiving on a daily basis? Number four, is your expected outcome aligned with your goals? Is your expected outcome aligned with your goals? All right, so what is the right outcome? What is the outcome that you're trying to create? So if you're trying to build an e-commerce business, are the expected outcomes aligned with your goals? So goal number one, and this is just an example off the top of my head. So if I'm trying to build $1 million brand, goal number one is identify a product or a niche that I want to be in. Goal number two, find profitable products in that niche. Goal number three, create my own brand. Goal number four, market that brand, be it whatever, influencer marketing, whatever like that. Is your expected outcome aligned with your goals? You have an outcome that you want. So the goals, once again, have to be aligned. It's just like, are your goals aligned with your actions? This is your expected outcome aligned with your goals? So there's steps to the process. That's number four. Number five, is the vehicle, which is your business or type of business, the right vehicle to get that outcome? So is your vehicle, which is your business, the right vehicle to get that outcome that you desire? If you want a multi-million-dollar business, is your business scalable to that point? If you create a business that you trade time for dollars, unless you're charging a whole lot of dollars or you working 80 hours a week, it may be hard to scale that type of business to $1 million business. Is your vehicle, which is your business, or the type of business that you're in or want to get in, the right vehicle for that outcome? So let me give you a real life example. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with money. So I told you guys, after I almost lost it all the second time when my mortgage business collapsed in 2007, 2008, I had to sit down. Literally, I was laying down and I'm like, man, I got to make a comeback. What am I going to do? And is the vehicle that I try to create the right vehicle for the outcome that I want? The outcome I wanted was freedom and flexibility. I wanted unlimited income. I didn't want to have a lot of employees, and I didn't want to have an office rent and a whole bunch of employees to manage and pay. And so the vehicle that I chose was e-commerce. That is the right vehicle for me to get the desired outcome that I wanted. So once again, number five is the vehicle, your business or the type of business that you create or have, the right vehicle to get to that outcome. I'll use another example. This is with my kids. So my oldest daughter, Taylor, who graduated a couple years ago from college, she's in a certain field, the entertainment industry, right? Media and entertainment. And so when she comes out of school, her salary range or starting salary is not going to be that of somebody that comes out as a chemical engineer. It's a function of the type of environment or vertical that you're in. So, if you come out of college and you want to be a teacher, you're probably not going to make the same money that somebody that comes out that's an engineer. It's a function of the industry. So I say that to say this. So is your vehicle or your business or your type of business the right vehicle to get that outcome? Now, that outcome, once again, doesn't necessarily just have to be money. The outcome could be a lifestyle. You could be an entrepreneur where you have freedom. So if you're in e-commerce and you have somebody handling your picking, packing, and shipping and fulfillment, and all you're doing is marketing, you good. You can work anywhere you want in the world as long as you got a laptop and a computer. If you're selling digital products, the same thing. So number five is the vehicle, your business or the type of business, the right vehicle to get that outcome that you desire. And last but not least, number six, is your current placement aligned for success? And I probably could say this a little better. Are you currently in the place that is going to align you for success? Are you in the right place for success? Are you in the right place or position to move forward? So sometimes we're in a position where we're not able to move forward with our business. So for example, you may need to fall back and get a job to help achieve your goals. And I've done this before. So when I look to get into the advertising space, I was in the advertising space, but I actually took a job. Actually, more so, it's even a better example when I was in the mortgage business. So when I almost lost it all the first time after my son was sick, my buddy and I decided to start the mortgage company. And then instead of just going right in, hey, he was already in the game. But while we were waiting for our licensing, what I did was I said, you know what? I'm going to go get a job in the mortgage business so I can learn on somebody else's dime. And then when our licensing comes through for our brokerage, then I'm going to step on out. So I knew that I needed to be in a different place for success. So question 6, is your current placement aligned for your success? Are you in the right place for success? Are you in the right place or position to move yourself forward? So once again, you may need to fall back, get your skills up, your hard skills up, get your know-how up, and then put yourself in the position or the place to be successful. Many times we come out as new entrepreneurs and we don't know what we don't know. Okay? That's just common in anything new that you're doing. You don't know what you don't know. And sometimes you found out that you stepped in deep water and you can't swim. So you may need to dog paddle over to the side, go back in another position, or learn some more before you come back out. So are you currently in the place aligned for your success? So you may not have even started your business yet. You may be working for a company, which happens a lot of times. You may be working for a company and you have the idea that, you know what, in a year or two or whatever, I'm going to move out on my own. So now your whole concept of this job that you're doing totally changes. So now you're not just going to work for a paycheck. You're going to work to learn. You're trying to look at the intricacies. I was talking to one of my good friends the other day, and he was talking about doing some e-commerce. And it's funny. He was saying that the way he started his business was because he worked in that industry for another company, and the light bulb went off, and he said, man, I can do this myself. Why am I working for somebody else? So many times, if you have that dream of entrepreneurship and you're working in an industry and you think that's the industry that you want to go into, change your concept. Don't get mad at your silly boss. Don't get mad at some of the stuff that they're trying to do, because the way you're looking at things now is you're soaking up information. You're grabbing contacts. You're looking at how the systems work. You're looking at the revenues. You're looking at the expenditures. So you're in a job, but you're looking at that job as a prerequisite, as a training ground for your own business. So is your current placement aligned for your success? And sometimes we really have to take a step back and acknowledge the fact that, hey, maybe I'm really not ready for this yet. Or maybe I need to get some more learning or know-how behind me before I can be successful. Now, before we get to the last quarter of the show, family, I just want to share all my social media contact information and resource links. So at the top of the show, I mentioned my new book, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses. So if you're looking to build a successful, sustainable e-commerce business, go to anewblackwallstreet.com. Pick yourself up a copy, $14.95 for the print version, $9.95 for the digital version. Now, if you need additional assistance building your successful, sustainable e-commerce business, my brand new course, my flagship program, Brand Builder Academy Elite, BBAElite.com, is a 14-week program that takes you from A to Z in terms of building a successful and sustainable physical products business or digital products business. Pound for pound, one of my best courses out there. So go to BBAElite.com, use the code BBAElite100 and save $100 off. So it's only $97. So normally the initial price was $397, but with this COVID thing going on, people were reaching out to me and they wanted to be accessible to them. So it's only $97 with the code BBAElite100. Once again, go to BBAElite.com to enroll. Now, also, My new rebooted, rebranded Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Academy is up, family. We got new content coming in every other week. So if you're interested in all my online courses and trainings, make sure you go to BEBacademy.com. That's short for Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Academy. You can go there too. It takes you to the same place, but just go to BEBacademy.com. You get 5 days free in the academy, and you have access to all the content in the academy. So it's nothing is held back. So you get 5 days free access. So it's a try before you buy concept. BEBacademy.com. Also, once again, I mentioned at the top of the show, I created 2 platforms, family, to help circulate black dollars in the worldwide black economy. BeSmartByBlack.com. It is free. If you are a black product producer and you want to sell your products to black consumers worldwide, upload your product information to BeSmartByBlack.com. Also, for all you freelancers who do stuff on Fiverr.com and Freelancer.com, I didn't forget about you. I created a platform titled HireBlackFreelancers.com, HIRE, BlackFreelancers.com. So if you're a black freelancer and you want to connect and get business from black consumers and black business owners that want to hire black freelancers, go and upload your information. Once again, it's free, HireBlackFreelancers.com. Now, all of this is a mouthful. You can just go to BEBconnect.com. That's BEBconnect.com. That's a page on my website, and I'll have all of those links and listings available. Now, for my social media contact information, once again, all of this is on BEBconnect.com. If it's anything long that you want to connect with me with, hit me on my email, jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com, JAYJONES @blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, check me out, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Twitter, JJones001, JAYJONES001. Instagram, JJonesForReal, JAYJONES 4REAL. YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, family. We have additional content on YouTube. And yes, the show does come out on YouTube, but we have additional content. So make sure you go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, hit that subscribe button. LinkedIn, hit me up on LinkedIn, J Jones Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Follow me on LinkedIn. Also, if you are on Clubhouse, which is an amazing new platform out there, check me out on Clubhouse, J Jones @IamJJones. J Jones @IamJJones. Follow me on Clubhouse. I'm about to start doing a whole lot of stuff on Clubhouse in the new year. I've been sitting back right now, seeing how everything works, checking out a lot of the clubhouses in the different rooms. And it's a really amazing platform. So once again, if you're on Clubhouse, link up with me. I'm J Jones @IamJJones. Once again, family, all of this is at BEBconnect.com. Now, almost forgot. I've actually partnered with Himalaya Learning, and I have a new audio pod course out called The Blueprint, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius. And once again, your genius is the intersection of your passion and your talent. Problem is, most people don't know how to monetize that. So you can go to Himalaya.com/blueprint and use the coupon code Blueprint for a 14-day free trial access to everything on the Himalaya platform. So Tim Ferriss has a course on there, Seth Godin, and there's a lot of other creators out there that have learning courses that you can take for free for 14 days. So Himalaya.com/blueprint and use the coupon code Blueprint for a 14-day free trial and have access to everything on the Himalaya platform. Now, let's get to the closing of the show and just a quick follow-up on the secret to entrepreneurial success in 2021, the exponential power of alignment. All right, family, so don't sleep on planning for 2021. Nothing happens if you don't plan. So be strategic about what you're doing for your business to elevate your business, elevate your entrepreneur IQ and level everything up. So we obviously want 2021 to be better than 2020. And if you can exponentially do that, that's even better for you. So once again, when I talk about the exponential power of alignment, when you have everything aligned with your business, you're going to be in a much better place and you're going to make more money. All right, trust me. So you need to have everything aligned. And real quick, we're just going to hash over this real quick. And then I just want to talk about something before we close on out. Number one, are your goals aligned with your actions? So what are the right goals for your business? Or do you have unrealistic goals for your business? And if you're not taking the correct action, are your goals aligned with your actions? Number two, are you aligned with the right people? Once again, align yourself with people that are going to level you up. Iron sharpens iron. And remember, there's only three things that are going to happen when you engage with a person. They can bring you up, they can bring you down, or they can challenge you, or you can challenge each other to become better. Once again, iron sharpens iron. Those are the folks you want to be with. Not that you got to put your people to the side, but you have to be cognizant of what type of people you're aligning yourself up with, especially when it comes to business. Number three, are you aligning yourself with the right content and information? Garbage in means garbage out. There's a lot of content out there. Whittle down that content to the content that you feel is best for you. Number four, is your expected outcome aligned with your goals? Is your expected outcome aligned with your goals? So if you want a specific outcome, that means that you have to have the goals aligned to get you to that outcome. Number five, is the vehicle, which is your business or type of business, the right vehicle to get you the outcome you desire? Is your vehicle the right vehicle to get you the outcome you desire? So if you want a multi-million-dollar business, is your business scalable to the point that it can be a multi-million-dollar business? And number six, is your current placement or the place where you are right now aligned for your success? Is your current placement, whatever place that is right now, aligned for your success? And that placement could be in somebody else's job, okay, somebody else's business. But are you in the right place for success? Are you in the right place or position to move your dreams forward? Okay, sometimes you got to fall back to move forward. So just evaluate if you're in the right place. And if you're not in the right place, you got to maneuver to get into the right place. And if that means falling back and becoming an apprentice or taking a job and getting your skill set up, then you may have to do that. Those are the follow-ups to today's episode. Once again, guys, I also just want to share a few things with the BB family. I had an email from a young brother that just got out of prison, and he reached out to me, and he was like, man, I'm going through a tough time. I'm not going to call his name because I don't want to put him on the spot. But the brother, he's been listening to the podcast for a minute, and he was like, man, I just got out of prison did a 4-year bid. He was shot, so he's currently in a wheelchair, and he has a 15-year-old son that he doesn't want to go through the same thing. So he's trying to level up, get his entrepreneurial IQ up. And so he reached out to me. So I sent him the copy of the book because I told him, e-commerce, if you don't have a lot of money and you're looking to scale, this may be something for you. So I sent him out a copy of the book for free. And I told him, yo, get at me once you finish reading the book. Put that work in now, read the book. So when we talk, we can go over a couple of things and we can see how I can help you out. But I wanted to share that story because one of the things that fuels me is not just my success, it's the success that I can hopefully help other people have. And once again, I always say that this is about service. Everybody has some level of service that they're designed or assigned to do. And this is my service, trying to help build an economic power base in the Black community, trying to help my brothers and sisters that I can help level up and be able to help them create that income or create that money that they need to create generational wealth. And I know it doesn't happen overnight, but I just want to let you guys know that this thing right here, this is a movement. This is something that's powerful. And it all starts with you individually understanding and leveling up and letting that light bulb go off at that point of enlightenment. And then what you got to do, guys, is you got to share that with your kids, your family members, your friends, and then it grows from there. It starts in you, then it moves to the house, and then it moves to the community, and then it moves to the world. And I always say that we have everything in this Black community, this worldwide Black community, to change the situation and the narrative that's currently pressed upon us. We have the intelligence, we have the resources, we have the wherewithal to be successful. And all we need to do is put it all together. So anything that you guys can do on an individual basis, collectively, that's where the difference is made. So don't think that you mentoring some kids isn't helping, because that's helping. Don't think you taking the time to take some disadvantaged kids to the ball game, well, it's COVID now or whatever, isn't helping. All of that is helping, and everybody has their own lane. And one of the things that I can't stand right now, I see a lot of brothers and sisters out there beefing online, right? Brothers and sisters that have good ideas, good thoughts, and mean well. But you don't need to be online beefing with each other when we're all trying to get the same outcome. We just have different ways to get there. So one of the things is, guys, I just want to say that for myself, I want to thank the BEB family. Another great year. We got all kind of crazy guests coming on. Also, I want to let y'all know, I just did an interview, Killer Mike. So he'll be on the first of the year, probably the first or second podcast in January. So that was a very interesting interview with Killer Mike. Good brother, man. Greenwood Bank. So we all need to definitely support that finally when everything drops and it's available. But this is about a movement, family. This is about taking us to a different place. And so every generation has to pass the baton. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to raise up the generation below me so they can start raising up. It's just like your kids. You want your kids to do far better and far exceed what you have. And so that's why I'm asking everybody to do their part. And whatever your part is, and like I said, doesn't have to be life altering. You don't have to cure cancer. But I'm saying everybody do their part. And that's what we need to be focused and aggregate so we can continue to build this community. We can continue to build wealth where we can start doing things for ourselves and not having to be beholden to somebody else for a paycheck, for somebody else, I need money. I can't find a job. That's why we have to build and support Black-owned businesses. That's why we have to create access to capital. That's why we have to create and build our own. So this whole thing that we're doing here is fun and all, but there's a deeper purpose behind it. It's fun making money. It's fun building a business. But the purpose behind that is what? Is to help build an economic power base in the Black community. Teach somebody. So I don't care how far you are in your business or whatever, you're an expert to somebody else coming behind you. I had this conversation with my boy that's starting his wine podcast. And I'm like, bro, you just told me in this conversation things I didn't even know about wine. So to me, you're an expert. So you don't have to be at the top of the mountain. As long as you're 2 paces ahead of me, 5 paces, 20 paces, you're an expert to me. So don't wait until you get ordained, quote unquote, an expert. You're an expert in many things right now. Take that expertise that you have and share that with your people. Okay, if you know how to fix cars, call some young boys in or some young sisters in that want to learn that trade. Take them under your wing for free. And I do this all the time, but I only do it with people that are serious. So I get people reaching out to me all the time. He's like, yo, can you be my mentor? Yeah. All right, here's assignment number 1. You don't do the assignment, what you telling me is, then you're not serious. Come on back when you're serious. So I'm not going to waste time, but if I find people that are serious about trying to build something, yo, all you got to do is reach out. Yo, man, I'm trying to do this, blah, blah, blah. What are your thoughts? Are you able to help me? And so I'm thinking about creating a mentor group, a free mentor group where I'll do mentor calls. So I'm working on that for next year as a group. I'm not able to do it anymore one-on-ones right now because it's mad crazy. But these are some of the things we're looking at for 2021. In addition to having obviously more interviews, bringing more people on, interesting people, successful people that are going to tap in and help you guys level up with their expertise and experience. But I say this each and every week. I couldn't do this stuff without you guys. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, we're rocking right now 6.5 years, and we're not going to stop, God willing. Please continue to spread the word about the podcast and the blog. Once again, it's a movement, family. It's about building an economic power base in the Black community. I love you guys, and I'll see you same time next week. Peace.